Hey guys, how's it going? Tyler with the Wise Guys was playing Stardust Dragon Synchrons today. Went pretty well. It's a fun deck, glass cannon-y, but yeah, if there's any Yusei fanboys out there like I am, it's a fun deck to play. I'll jump right into it. So new card that we got for the deck as another starter is on your market set go. If you have a blank field, you can use that to search for a Synchron, and it doesn't have to be a tuner Synchron, which is important a lot of times too.
So that says duel, not go. No, I'm joking.
Oh, sorry, dual, whatever. 3 tuning, because, you know, consistency, and then the Rhoda. And then cards that you'll search off of the Stardust Synchron is the Illumination and the Arriving Light. This card is the main one for your like big combos. So I'm playing 3 living fossils because Power Tool Dragon. It is another extender for the deck to like go even further with your plays. Also helps you push through interruptions. So like if you get your Junk Synchron impermed or something like that, you can still go and get your Junk Converter and keep going. Next.
Triple Reborn, basically.
Yep. And speaking of Reborn, Reborn, because yeah, this one's even better than that one, obviously. But yeah, Foolish Burial because we need to set up our Junk Synchron. Call it Wily Grave because we hate Ash.
Screw you, forehead girl.
Moving into the tuners, we have the Converging Willows Dragon. Obviously, this is the one you put on top for the Arriving Light to get into the Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. We have 2 Jet Synchron. Just good to have a second one so that in case you draw it, you can still go into your full play with the Junk Speeder. I'm playing 2 level 2s, both different names. So we have the Necro Synchron and the Satellite Synchron. Satellite's good because it can be an extender with special summoning from grave. Necro Floor is good because it can like boost others level by 2. He can self boost, but sometimes you want to do it for other things as well. Then pretty standard, we have the 3 Junk Synchron, best card for starting. Old school. We're kicking it old school. They call me the old goat.
Golly, man.
It's still good. And then you have the Stardust Synchron, which is fantastic in the deck. Can help you extend when you get interrupted, so it's really good for level 4 tuner and searches your Illumination and Arriving Light. You have the Stardust Trail. You can bring it back if you bring this back as well. And then also with the new Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, you can bring it back if you use his effect as well, since it's the tribute. Off the Converging Willows Dragon, we go get the Brotar to help get into Doppel Warrior to extend our plays and go full combo. I played just 1 Synchron Carrier. It's searchable in this deck through multiple avenues with the Junk Converter, with the on your market set duel. So 1's enough, and I don't really like the card otherwise. It's just sometimes you need that second play. 2 Calico Claw Crow, just for easy extender. If you have a dark, you can special summon it once a turn. So Cacao. We got the 3 Junk Converter. Best starter in the deck. As long as you have a tuner in your hand, you can go into pretty much any places that you want. And if you use the Junk Synchron to bring this back, you can't activate him in a grave to chain block your Junk Speeder so they can't ash it.
Because it hurts to get ashed.
It hurts to get ashed. Hurts even worse to get in a beard. Don't really have an answer for that. We got the 3 Doppel Warrior. Cards Nuts is not once per turn. It just keeps doing its thing every single time. And then just because it's a tuner, we have 3 Ash. Still got to be able to stop Brand Fusion and stuff like that. And yeah, you can pitch it off the Junk Converter to go get something if you need to, which is nice. Or you can special summon off the Arriving Light for just a level 3 tuner. Moving into the extra deck, we have the shiny Stardust Dragon, because this is why we're here.
Austin, let me get a
Russell rest of them will go up in levels. We have the Celestial Double Star Shaman, really good to extend plays by bringing stuff back from the grave. Usually only get one, but sometimes two. We got the Martial Metal Marcher. That's a tongue twister if I've ever seen it. Can sometimes get extensions, like if you're dealing with a lot of interruptions. Otherwise, you don't use it too much. We have the Junk Speeder. That card's insane. Summon all of the monsters from your deck.
It's used to leave the guys being a tuner, right?
Yeah.
Make whoever follows them a tuner. That's
If I use him a lot, it's to get into the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Because then we got the Junk Speeder because summoning all the monsters from the deck is too good. TG Hyper Librarian because this card's insane. It's at 1 for a reason. Draw all the cards. You're drawing like 5 or 6 cards the turn that you're going off. It's crazy. Garden Rose Maiden. No, I do not play the Black Rose Garden or whatever it is, Rose Garden. But it is still a banish from graveyard to Monster Reborn, so it's just good to keep going. Play the Excel Synchron because that helps you go a little further. Especially sending off the Junk Synchron to get it to level 8, and then going into Baron de Fleur. The next two is kind of like your optional, like in the combo line, you have the Stardust Charge Warrior or the Power Tool Dragon. Just depends on kind of what your hand is. You already have the Living Fossil.
So that's a Wasugan Drush. Okay, pardon me. Oh, man.
Blame the guy, the cameraman. English is coming in the mail still. So if you already have the Living Fossil, you just ignore this card. Otherwise, you go into that. But if you do have it, then you draw a card. Just get a random card. Moving on, we have the new card, the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. The card's insane. So there's not too much to say about this. It tributes itself for cost, which is important in case you get Dark Rule no more or something like that. But it can bring back a level 2 or lower tuner on summon, which is crazy. We have the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, just for a monster negate. The card's just really good. Baron de Fleur, because level 10 Baron de Fleur, we all know how good this card is. The other level 10, the Spice, is going into a Satellite Warrior.
Too strong.
You can do it as a quick effect with the new Stardust Dragon, because by the time you get to this play, you have like 6 or 7 pops off this thing, so it'll be insanely strong as well. So happened tonight where I popped 6 and then was ready to swing for 8,500. It was crazy. And then the 2 boss monsters, we have the Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, kind of your main go-to monster in the deck. And in this deck, he can attack 3 times, which is pretty good. And then we have the Cosmic Blazer Dragon. This thing does it all. And it banishes for cost, so you can still play under Dark Rule no more and stuff like that.
Is it better than Quasar?
It is better than Quasar. It's a negate attack, it's a Omni negate, and it's also a summon negate. So even their normal summon can get negated with this thing. Is really, really good. So, sideboard. This deck can not go second as well. It can, but it can't. So we're just playing board breakers, all the board breakers that we could ever want, because why not? Rev it up.